Welcome back to Dream Talk. I'm your host, Brian Ladd. Today is Monday, March 8th, 2010, 7:30 p.m. We have two cases to discuss tonight, and they are case number 855, the McStay family, and case number 856, Jozlynn Martinez. I have Deborah, my co-host, on the phone with me, and we're about ready to get started. Hi, Deborah.
Hi, Brian. How are you tonight?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
It
Thanks for
it's
asking.
been a busy week. We've got a lot of stuff that we've been working on. Unfortunately, we cannot share a lot of this stuff with you guys just yet, but rest assured, this information will be put out, and everybody will realize what we've been doing for the past couple of weeks. You agree with that, Deborah?
Yes, I would agree with that. Yes, people don't always understand what we're actually doing when we're not broadcasting, when they don't actually hear us or see something that we're doing. They don't realize the other casework involved.
Yeah, and there is a lot of it, and unfortunately, it's a lot of time that we got to spend doing this. It does take time away from our families too. So we've kind of made a rule here, or at least I have. I think Deborah, we're kind of do the same thing that we're going to try to stop all work at 10 o'clock at night. Does that sound okay with you, Deborah? So
That sounds great with me. It's hard to balance when we're giving our time and we care and we're passionate about the cause.
yeah,
It's hard to balance our families too because I've been a stay-at-home mom for over 20 years. I've been married 23 years, and then I'm in my second year of working closely with you, Brian, and we've been doing shows for more than a year, and it is challenging to try to do that. And sometimes our families, feel neglected, so we want to make sure that we have a good balance going
right.
too,
And a
with
good,
our family life and with working on cases.
and a good news for our listeners, that means we'll probably be on time from now on. So, and if we're not on time, then we just probably won't be there. Like I said, we don't get paid for this. We do this out of our own time, and so we're going to keep doing it. But just so you guys know, we're not going to be up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, working on cases when because it really, Deborah. I mean, and I can tell from you, it's a lot of work, and you get stressed out, and you get involved with families and stuff a lot of times, and it's difficult, to hear a lot of things. Um,
Yeah, and with me being your case administrator, in a lot of cases, I am way more involved with the families
yeah, I
than you
know.
are.
Yeah, so
And so you really, don't even always know which families I talk to and how much time I do talk to these families, you
hmm
know, providing support, sometimes it's emotional support, but it's also finding out how we can help them to get the word out more and learn more about the case and see if there's some pertinent information that we can get out there for them.
right.
So there's a whole lot more to what we do that people don't understand. And, I agreed, a long time ago when you first put up a forum, I volunteered to be a mod and research and post stuff, and that grew into something much bigger for you and I working together, didn't it?
Yeah, and it seems like it's getting bigger and bigger, and we gotta put limits on it. And unfortunately, we cannot get to all the cases that we'd like to. I mean, I think we've done together now 860 cases about. In each one of these
Right.
cases we've discussed. So um, it's
Well, right now, as it sits, there's more than 2,000 in pending.
right.
Pretty scary, huh? I have
Yeah,
more than 2,000 in pending. I get several requests every day. We do prioritize requests. Obviously, children are most important, and recently missing are more important because we're hoping that possibly we may be able to provide information that can help find them. Cases that are 20 years old, yes, we're willing to work those two. We're working those two, but they're not as high on the priority list as some of the others. And our
right.
most important, number one, is the children, and then come the missing adults and the recently missing ones. And then, what how effectively can we work as far as this whole prioritizing thing? And so we do the best we can. So anyone with requests, please be patient. If you ever want to check the status of it, just send me an email. Caseadmin@briansprediction.com comes to me with many others. Everyone is easily able to reach me. Or if you want to share updates with me or anything like that, I make sure that Brian gets them. So we do work closely together, and we speak every day. Every day we're talking about cases like the shows we do. we have these same types of calls where we actually discuss the cases we're working on, and we try to put the pieces together and figure out what more we can do on those cases.